Hello everyone! Welcome to Talking Japanese Plastic. I'm Lincoln, here with another fun Japanese toy today. You might recognize this guy a little bit. Normally you might see this on my I Am Made of Robots show. But while I was trying to find a different Japanese toy to show off today, I came upon Galaxy Convoy, the actual Japanese version of... It was probably just Optimus Prime. This is... Cybertron? Yeah, because it's got the Cyber Planet keys. Armada Energon Cybertron. Got it. Yes, was over here. This was Optimus Prime. I was lucky enough one year at Otakon, while ago, quite some time ago. I picked this guy up for like 20-25 bucks. I couldn't believe it. I know that whatever I paid for this was less than his American counterpart was going for in stores here, and that blew me away. Had to pick him up. And he is... well, he's a lot of toy. Actually, to show that off, here is the box. It is quite a lot of box. A fantastic art along the front. The Cyber Planet key was in there. Optimus was up in here. Like, zoomed out all the way. Can we get it? You can kind of get the whole box in. It's big, is what I'm trying to say. All of his cool features and stuff along the side. Transforming action artwork along the top. Again, features. Any good Transformers box should have a nice little battle scene on it. There he is, looking all awesome and winged up. Cyber Planet key features. I know this isn't the best review, like, show of the box, but the box is not the star of the show. Star of the show is Galaxy Convoy here, and man, do I love this toy. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna readjust a little bit. I'd like to be a little lower for him. Alright. So here he is in his full, complete, everything together mode. Real quick, before I move it to the side, we'll take a look at his Cyber Planet key. It's done up to look like the Matrix. Nice Autobot logo in the center. Translucent plastic. Overall, very nice little planet key. Ooh, this guy's got some weight to him. Just look at that. Look at that grill. That whole front just... the front of that truck means business. If you didn't notice all the cannons and stuff along the top. Here's along the side. He is some sort of big Cybertronian battle truck. There's nothing really to compare it to. I guess I should show off his flight mode. I don't really want to. He has a flight mode. I know what's a good way to do this. What you kind of do is these whole big side panels flop out to the sides. They also rotate. So you can rotate it flat so they're like wings, and then these can flip up like that. So we take that, rotate it so it's level with the ground and all, take the gun, face it forward, and now Optimus can fly through space. Heck, you know what? He doesn't have enough guns. Let's flip these little guys down to the sides. And now he's some sort of battle truck jet. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Like, it's my whole forearm, pretty much. Oh wait. If you've been watching my channel, you know I've got some things for size comparison. Like the Wizard Sword Gun. There's the Wizard Sword Gun. So it's not quite as long, but I don't know, 2 or 3 inches short of being as long as the Wizard Sword Gun. Sorry, I just love saying that. Mirage Magnum. So, He's got a jet mode, which is ridiculous. I have not seen the Japanese or the American show, so I really can't comment on whether or not this gets used a lot, or if it looks really awesome in the show and just, you know, the toy doesn't quite do it, because that happens. So, what do we do next? Let's transform him into Optimus Prime. I'll put all this junk back. Pull these back up, pull those back down. There's going to be some disassembling that we get to do now. You can kind of see this entire underside here is Optimus. And kind of just, give me a sec, kind of just pops off, and this all comes off. There are 2 tabs at the back of this that go into 2 slots right in there. We see this big, he doesn't look that good once you start taking pieces off. I mean, I guess you could do this, and he'd be kind of a truck, but kind of a weird truck is that? Huh? I mean, I know it's Cybertronian, but it doesn't quite work. And then we can pop these suckers off. And I'll deal with all those side parts in a second. First, we're going to get Optimus into his normal, standard, basic Optimus Prime mode. Easiest thing to do first, of course, is just... Nope, not there. Swing the legs down. I forgot. There's a little guy right here that catches on these right here. Helps him stay in place. Though it's not latched or it doesn't snap, it just kind of helps hold things up. Legs are down. Take these things. And they're on. They have a bit of give so that they can move all the way around. You see there are holes in the bottom of these. There are pegs in the back here. Let's just all go in there. There's his legs. Not too tricky, huh? Flip down the waist armor. And then we're going to take these guys that are on these little double hinges. Close that all up. Close them up in the center. Take half of the face. These you can move up and around. Just rotate out and straighten out the hands. The front of the grill was the hands. So it's a decent use of them. And again, you can position these however you like. You can see in there they've got a hinge and such. They can move down low, but for Optimus they should be popped up a bit. Pop out this other arm. Flip that up, straighten out his hand, and there is a lever here on the back that you can use to pop up Optimus's head. And I like this. I like this Optimus. I mean, he's bulky, but that works because I guess the whole Galaxy Convoy thing is supposed to... He has a feel a bit of, what is it, Star Convoy from... Oh, I just hit the camera, sorry about that. I don't even know what the heck weird Japanese series it was that we had Star Convoy. It was with all the Micromasters and stuff. But this seems to evoke a bit of that feel. At least in terms of being big and bulky. Oh, we can split the legs. No problem. Oh! No, wait, never mind. Back is nice and solid. Now, he looks quite good. I'm really happy with him. Let's see. For posing, articulation, 180. He's just got a swivel there. Can move the arm out, but only so far because of the shoulder armor. This double jointed, not double jointed, but a backward rotating, forward rotating elbow. Get a little more than 90 degrees. Not too big a deal. With this guy, you won't be needing to pose him in something too epic, because once we get the rest of his bits on, he'll look pretty amazing. Legs are on a double swivel that way, and then out to the side. Nice thing about moving them out to the side is that these wheels actually are on hinges, so if you want Optimus Prime doing a high kick, you could pull it off without the wheels getting in your way. Thigh swivel, knee bends in reverse a tiny bit, 90 degrees, just basically because of physics. Look at that. There's no way you could do more than that without some really tricky engineering. Or at least fancier than this toy is going to get. I mean, what more do you want? He's got a ton of extra stuff. No waist, hip articulation, anything like that. The big bulky feet definitely help him stand. He looks fine like this. Cyber Planet Key does not do anything for him in this mode. And I will show off the one other little thing that he does before I get all the other stuff taken care of. Because once I get them on, it'll be trickier to show this off. What I'm talking about is something that all the best Optimuses have. They have a matrix. So you can pop open these chest shields, or the windscreen, what have you. They don't have nails, but there's this bit you can pull down up front, and he's got a matrix inside. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I got a screwdriver offhand. There we go. I do not have nails at all at the moment, so I was not able to pull this out. But, see, his little matrix comes out. Look at that. It's nicely detailed. I mean, it's only painted on one side, but who cares? It's not hollow on the back. It's fully molded all the way around. I just didn't put the shiny paint on the one side. And that's okay with me, because this, not the biggest deal, but is really nice. And I think I've posed him. Nah, it's going to be a little tricky. I've posed other figures holding it. Him holding it, it's not really going to work. It's a little too narrow, and his hands can't quite get close enough to the center for them to both hold it. And this is just held in on top of these raised guys. And look, the whole chest is detailed on the inside. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. I'll put that. Getting it out can be a little tricky. Popping it back in is no big deal. It's got the nice chamber or matrix guard in the center. And those close up, and you can see they have the interlocking teeth kind of a thing. And just go together like that. And there we go. That is the basics of Optimus Prime, or Galaxy Convoy, as it were. What do we do with all these extra pieces? Well, I'm going to put this piece back on the inside. I mean, in theory, I guess you're supposed to just remove Optimus, but removing him, he's very well attached to this. These are pegged into him. He's pegged in on this end. This usually stays on him pretty solidly. Put that back up in here. We've got this. Well, we can take these guys, pull the wings out to the side, and they act as kind of like stabilizers. And then lift those up a little bit, and put these guys down to the side. And there you go. You've got a gun platform. I know, it's not the most amazing thing, but it's nice when they do something with the extra pieces. And at least it can stand on its own and look kind of neat. What else can we do? That's about it for this right here. Though I do want to pop this guy off, because this is Optimus's gun, or Convoy's gun. It's got a little peg here, one on either side. Both of his hands are set up for that. They've got a peg right here in the hand. Just kind of, the thumb doesn't move, so you kind of got to slide it in and then fiddle with it for a second. And it goes in. You can close those fingers up. And there we go. Optimus has his gun. There we go. Somewhat of a nice pose. But he does have a firearm that he can wield without the rest of the thing. He does not need the whole battle suit to have weaponry. He's got at least his own little pistol. I am going to take this and put it back where it belongs. You can see it's got notches all along, set up for everything. The handle hangs below. And it just pegs right in there. No big deal. So, we're going to combine all of this. Get these guys. You'll take these things, pop them in half, fold this so it's just down along the one side, and you're pretty much ready to go. Do the same on the other side. This thing, this is a little tricky. So we open it all up. So we open the whole thing up and rotate these around. So they're pretty much, you do a 180 so that the wing bits are up top. You can leave these out to the side for now, and then these things open up. I'm pretty sure you can guess where those are going. And that's all we need to do to prep those things. What do we do for Convoy? Well, not a whole lot. Sure those are closed. I'm going to move his arms out to the sides a little bit. And the last weird thing, though, is for giant feet, we take these things. You can rotate them all the way around. There's a spring in here, so it's got some give to it, so that you can actually pop this around. And then there's a little divot in here, or a little channel, for that foot to go inside. So that all looks nice and coherent as one foot, if a little thin. I'll show you how to do that here. On the other side, back to where it was when it started, when he was in truck mode. And you can flip it around again, and that peg goes into a slot there. Take the little guy, bam. And more or less, he is ready, a bit taller. He doesn't have heel supports at all. Let's do that first. If you look at the back of the heels, see how they have these little, not quite holes, but channels popped out on either side? Take one of these guys, and you'll find one of them, they each have a little tiny peg to the sides. So figure out which one, that goes towards the bottom. Also, so the gun, you can think of it as the gun is pointing bottom. And this has to go on the outside, so it goes on this one. And this peg here, this big honkin' peg, will go into that big, serious slot there. And a little peg goes at the bottom. You can see it there. And that hooks onto the back and gives him a coherent full foot. We'll snap the other one on. Facing down, peg. You can use that to line it up a little bit. But really, if you get this large peg in up here, that's all you really need. Come down there and clip that in. And there we have Optimus with giant feet, huge honkin' feet. This next part is always a little tricky. More or less, you're just going to clip it on like a backpack. This will go on the undersides, under his arms. These will clip over the top. You can see, a little better from the back than the front, that there are gaps here. This is where they're going to slide into. So you kind of just slide this underneath, get it lined up, and it snaps in a little bit. And you just close these guys up and over. And he's got his jetpack on. We're not quite done. These guys, you can... I wasn't going to show those off yet. You can swing these around so they are like underslung weapons. Kind of arrange his hands a little bit so it looks like he's holding them. And you might say, oh, there we go, that's it. Because that is kind of awesome, and I'll adjust the camera in a second. But we're not quite done. His head keeps going down. For one, flip out those awesome crests to the side of the head, and then there's a little lever, impossible to see now, in the back of the head. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, wait, I should have done this first. You flip it down. He gets his little faceplate, his battle visor, no, not a visor, but he gets his battle faceplate. So there, you get that kind of a look on his face. It really changes the way his face scope looks. We'll lift up a little bit, and we can hopefully bring him in. And look at that. That's pretty awesome. He's not really mobile. The posability really suffers when you get him all armored up like this, but he's big and bulky and solid, and hold on, you get these guys out. And he's just got guns coming out. Well, not everywhere, but he's got a ton of... He's got a huge arsenal up front. Now, these two big weapons on the side do have little gimmicks. Because you'll notice we haven't done anything with the Cyber Planet Key. Because unfortunately, Optimus doesn't do anything with it. But these guys do. Let's see. I should have done this before assembling him. Oh well. So the Cyber Planet Key goes in down here, which is normally actually the top of it. And on this one, all it really does is pop out those missiles on the side. All of these missiles fire, of course. Not very far. That didn't even make it off the end of the table. So that's that side of the Cyber Planet Key. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but it pops them out. It's a nice little gimmick. And at least it doesn't intrude on the toy at all. Like, well, a lot of the Armada line did. You know, there's so many toys from that line that just, no matter how nice the original concept was, the fact that they were trying so hard to jam this crazy gimmicks in would really make the toy suffer as a whole. This is not the case. There's just some extra, it's some extra bits on the weapons, and that's it. The other guy over here, who's falling down. Oh, and I need to switch to the other side to accurately actually do this. Again, it goes on down here, which is normally the top when it's in truck mode. And this guy, I want to do this. Hold on a sec. Get the key in all the way. Lights and sounds! Because who doesn't love lights and sounds? I was disappointed that these guys don't light up on the side, but the front does light up. And that's it. And you get a key for opening it. I don't know if there's a noise for opening it. Hold on a sec. We'll see if there's one when I take it out. Nope. And when it's closed, you do get a different noise. And that's that gimmick. And it's a little sad that that's all the Cyber Planet Key does. It's a little unfortunate, but it's not too bad. And it is still, it's a little something. Where did that little guy go? So I want to put these back in, so I'm going to take that. And these guys just fold right back up. No big deal. One last little thing. I mean, you might notice that there's this big chunk on the back, and it is mostly hollow back here. It's because this guy can combine with... I don't remember his name. There was some lion transformer. I know, there's going to be people yelling at me. Hold on, let's see if I can do this. The thing is, the lion transformer would become an alternate right arm for Optimus, or Galaxy Convoy. And to do that, what you'd actually end up doing is... just returning his right arm to the transform state. And then this thing can still, if I'm correct about all of this. Yep. And that hollowness in the back can accommodate the transformed arm so that you can actually, you don't have to choose between having a big powered up lion arm and the flying jetpack of awesome. You know, you can have both of them, which I thought was a nice little touch. They didn't really have to do that. He is not standing now with this weight. Part of it's probably because this is a soft table there. And you know, it does, you can't see it, but it does kind of bow towards the center. But you see, I put him back a little further, and he stands. This is Galaxy Convoy. He was an awesome find, and I'm really happy I was able to get him. It was a real surprise to see him for such an affordable price all those years ago. And wow, he is awesome. I don't own the American one for comparisons. I'm assuming that the paint's not as nice and it doesn't have those lights and sounds. But overall, the toys, from what I could tell, are the same toy. Well, that is Galaxy Convoy. He's awesome, and he's definitely one of the nicer pieces in my collection. I'm Lincoln, and this has been Talking Japanese Plastic. I'll see you guys next time.